Hey guys, let's get started. Thanks for the comments and the likes on the first video. Kind of an introduction of what we're trying to do here. Appreciate it. Somebody asked, where are you? I'm in Lithuania. I'm an American living in Lithuania. Been here for almost a couple years now. It's kind of where I retired to. Maybe someday I'll make a video about that. Kind of living in the north of the city. I got some dirt roads and residential roads I like to walk. Do a lot of walking, and got a comment about somebody says, hey, they're ready to kind of dip their toes into the AI, but they didn't really know where to start. And I was going to wait till the end of the week. I want to go for a walk anyway, so let's do it. Let's talk AI, all right? My name's Dennis. I'm glad to be here. Okay, where to start? Okay, it's kind of strange to me. I've been using this stuff every day for 2 years. And to think that my compatriots aren't really using it, it kind of blows my mind, but cool. That's why I started this channel. Okay, I want to share what I know. And so let's get started. What I'm going to talk about today is how to get started, how to dip your toes in, and where. Okay, and this is important. Who are you going to choose? What chatbot are you going to choose? There's a lot of them out there. There's dozens of them. But there's 4 that I would say are in the top tier. I'm going to talk about those 4. I'm going to help you choose which one. And I'm not going to go so much by features, but I'm going to play a little game. Because it's going to be fun. I'm not doing this as teacher Dennis. I've never been a teacher. I was an engineer. Do a lot of writing, so that's part of who I am. But I'm not the best instructor. I like to do creative things, and that's kind of what really pulled me into AI. Was all the creative stuff I was able to do. So we're gonna have a little game here, a little fun game. We're all 60 and over, right? At least we say we are. Some of you might be younger. Some of you older. Cool. But here's how I'm gonna know which chatbot is the best for you. And I'm going to go my top tier, top 4, okay? And I'm going to base it on, think back 40 years. When you're like in your 20s, maybe early 30s or so, when you got that first big paycheck. How did that feel? What did you want to do with that? Now that you had some money in your pocket, you want to go and buy a car, right? So, based on what kind of car you would have bought 40 years ago, I can tell you what's your best AI for you. First one, if you would have gone out and bought a Swedish car, say a Volvo or a Saab, because you wanted to be a little bit different, but you still wanted that state-of-the-art. You felt like the Swedes had state-of-the-art cars. I'm going to recommend to you Claude. It's by Anthropic. Gets a lot of rave reviews for organizing activities. It'll go into your emails, read them, give you recommendations for what to do. You can give it access, and you can have it start doing things for you. The other thing Claude is good at, is known for, is coding. So if you want to, say, build some apps, build websites, they all can do it, but Claude is kind of known for that. And there's one other thing Claude is known for. Yeah, it's writing. I'm in a lot of writing groups with AI. People rave about what Claude can do. I've had a few complaints recently about Claude has taken a step back, which seems kind of odd. But yeah, those are the features. And if you would have gone out and bought yourself a Volvo or a Saab, Claude is for you. All right. If you would have gone out and bought a Chevrolet, Gemini. Gemini's by Google. Okay, Gemini is, well, Google, it's what your parents owned. It might have been your first car. Your beat around car was a Chevy, and you want to stick with Chevy. You want to stick with that, then go with Gemini. Gemini integrates in with all the Google. So your Gmail. And then if you're used to searching with Google, now Gemini has worked its way into Google. And it'll say, hey, it'll give you things that AI will do instead of just search. And AI is so much better. So yeah, if you're a Chevrolet kind of guy, go with Gemini by Google. Okay, I know I got somebody I'm thinking about right now. Your muscle car. You'd have taken that first paycheck, bought yourself a muscle car. My favorite was a Dodge Challenger. Always wanted a Dodge Challenger. Never was able to get one in those early models. Muscle car. You want something fast. You want people to know. You want to make a statement with your AI chatbot. Grok. Grok is your muscle car. Grok is super fast, and it's kind of like, well, CEO of XAI is Elon Musk. So you kind of one of those guys or gals that just sticks your middle finger up and says, I don't care what other people think. And Grok video generation, at this point for me, it's the best there is. Take a still image, turn it into video. So if you're a muscle car kind of guy, go with Grok. Finally, the last one, BMW. That's right, ChatGPT. ChatGPT is the BMW. And I know that seems expensive, but look, these things are all about the same when you get a paid plan. And they have free versions. So you can get the BMW, but you don't pay BMW price. ChatGPT has, what, 900 million active users every month. That's a lot. It's used by more than by any other one. I write with ChatGPT. It does real well for me. And here's the thing. Why is it important to choose what you like and what suits your personality? Because what's going to happen is, once you start using this, it's going to get to know who you are. And because you're going to do enough questions and answers, it's going to know a lot about you. And so I've been using ChatGPT for 2 years. That was kind of the only name out there when I started. The others have definitely caught up to a certain extent. But the reason it's important which one to choose is because you're not going to want to switch out of it once you start. So there we have it, folks. We have the Volvo or the Saab. They're both Swedish. That would be Claude. Then we have the Chevrolet. Now we got a lot of Chevrolet people in the crowd. And that would be Gemini, which is Google. And then you got your, let's call it the Dodge Challenger. I thought that was the coolest car ever made. So we got the Dodge Challenger, that's Grok. And then we got the BMW. The BMW is ChatGPT. So, I'm not going to tell you how to buy the car right now or how to drive it or anything. Sorry about that. This is just kind of get you started. So, get on out there, get in the chatbot that suits you. Play around with it a little bit. There's free versions. If you like to explore, go ahead and explore some others. There's another tier, a second tier, that are all very capable. I didn't go into those. One of them is the Ford Pinto, so you may not want to get that one. But yeah, I'm here in Lithuania, living the life. We're going to keep this channel going, keep the comments alive, keep subscribing. And you know, if you got questions, I'll tackle them. You know, I enjoy these walks, so no problem me getting out there in doing this kind of stuff. So I hope this helps. Let me know in the comments if it does or if it doesn't. Thanks.